One of the things that I did wrong with my oldest son was that I withheld my love and affection towards him when he misbehaved. So one time I had disciplined him. I don't even remember what he had done, but I sent him to his room. And then 20 minutes later, he comes out and tries to hug me and kiss me and tries to reconnect with me. And I rejected him. I said, go, get away from me. I don't feel like hugging you or kissing you with the way you're misbehaving. And that was unfair. That is emotional abuse. You don't withhold your love and affection towards a child because you've disciplined him. And I didn't know that back then. And so for many years, I had a lot of guilt. And it's taken a lot of work just to get to a place where now I can say that I have forgiven myself. Moral of the story, discipline, but don't withhold your love and affection.
Okay, so the one thing I want to say is withholding affection is emotional abuse. You do not want to do that in a relationship with your man, with your children, with your family. I always say this. If you had a bad family upbringing growing up, I always want to make sure that my upbringing with my kids is the biggest thing. And I understand no parent is perfect, no mother's perfect. So God bless all the mothers who take accountability like her and men and try to do better, because that's the best you can do. But if your child is trying to hug you and love on you even after they did something wrong, you have to understand their brains are like sponges. They are kids. They don't know anything. So you shunning them and telling them, get off you and leave me alone, and I don't want that and all that, I don't want your hugs, that's emotional abuse. That's pushing your kid away. And the one thing you don't want your kid to do is when he goes through things, now start pushing you away. Kids follow your lead if you guys don't know that. And kids will pick up on habits that you give them. So it's very detrimental to be careful what you're doing around your children. Now that we're on this topic, before I even say anything, you guys know how honest I am. I'm very appreciative that this woman came on this app and took accountability. I respect women like this the utmost, because at least you're learning and you know not to do this in the future. But if you guys are raising boys, and a lot of women complain about men's emotional damage and men aren't emotionally this and all this stuff, you can't push your sons away. You can't be mean to your sons. You can't name call your sons. You can't scream at your sons, break their stuff, and then wonder why they don't talk to women a certain way. You are leading by example. You are the first woman in their life. So please, ladies, understand before you even have kids what this leads down to. You have to talk to them a certain way. Men, you want your son to respect women. And if he respects you and has a good relationship with you first, this will all flow later in life and he will be a good, respectable man. So please, ladies, understand the dynamics that you have at home is what's going to mold your son into the man he's going to be, along with what your husband's doing as well. So ladies, take that into consideration. Love your sons and love your daughters.